When you're talking to an audience, how do you sound? Is the voice normal vocal varieties if you were talking to a person, a friend across the coffee table, for example? Or is it wooden? Is it the same pace, the same volume, monotonous? When we speak to an audience, whether it be just half a dozen people sitting around a table, or whether it be 1,000 people, we need our normal voice variation. Of course, with 1,000 people, we need to be that much more stronger, that much more intense, and perhaps that much more energetic. But it's still our normal conversational style. If we don't use our normal conversational style, we sound stilted, false, not true unto ourselves. In reading this book, How to Develop Self-Confidence and Influence People by Public Speaking by Dale Carnegie, which was written a long, long time ago, I suspect way back in the 1920s. Here's what he says. The pitch of our voices in conversation flows up and down the scale, from high to low and back again, never resting, but always shifting like the face of the sea. Why? No one knows, and no one cares. The effect is pleasing, and it is the way of nature. We never had to learn to do this. It came to us as children, unsought and unaware. But let us stand in front and face of an audience, and the chances are our voices will become as dull, flat and monotonous as the alkali deserts of Nevada. I love his descriptive language. Perhaps that's one of the reasons he became such a great speaker and speaking teacher. We need to develop a wide vocabulary full of descriptive words and analogies if we want to become a really interesting speaker. And don't we all want to become that? Over the years, I think I've been fortunate enough to develop a reasonably good working vocabulary, mainly because in my earlier years, before I even took up public speaking, and that was nearly 50 years ago, I was into creative writing. I wrote short stories, I wrote novels. And when you do that, you develop the use of finding the right word in the right place at the right time in the book. So you can develop a wider working vocabulary. What do I mean by working vocabulary? When you're a speaker, you don't use all the words that you can recognize. You don't use all the words you would probably do if you were writing a story or a book. You use a lesser amount. But the lesser amount that you do use need to be good words, powerful words, words which have various shades of meaning. For example, I often use the term for noticing something. It glinted, gleamed, glowed, glistened. You see, there's just shades of difference there. And if you can put together words like this, plenty of descriptive words, yet not long words, short, blunt, 4-letter, 5-letter, single-syllable words. These are the best to have. If you have a lot of those in your spoken vocabulary, it will help you become a better speaker. You'll be more easily understood, and you won't be monotonous, and you won't find yourself with a dearth of words and wondering, how am I going to explain this situation? Words are our tools of trade as speakers. They're our tools of trade. Add as many tools to the toolbox as you can. Keep learning those colourful, short, powerful words that will make you, if used by you, a far greater speaker.